What's up, mountain bikers? I'm packing up for a road trip. It's going to be about a week-long road trip. There's going to be a lot of activities, mountain biking, maybe some rock climbing, and then my buddy's bachelor party is happening in San Diego, so I'm going to do a little adventure before that happens. I'm going to attempt to vlog it. I've never vlogged before, so we'll see how it goes. Let's start off with some packing in the car. What's up, everyone? This is Ryan from the future. I just wanted to jump in real quick and say that this video is a little bit more oriented towards a Tesla road trip and mountain biking in general. So if you're looking for a mountain bike specific road trip video, this might not be interesting to you. Again, this is more Tesla specific with a lot of data and charging and whatnot. If you're not interested, feel free to skip the video, but if you're curious, feel free to watch it. Hope you enjoy the video. So I got a bunch of stuff. Gonna somehow attempt to fit all of this, plus my bike, into the car. So we'll see how it goes. I've been trying to figure out how do I want to store this because there's so many adventures and like I don't want to have to unpack and pack too much. But I think this is what I'm gonna do. This is my rock climbing stuff, which I'm not gonna use till like towards the end of the trip. Here I packed, some bike stuff, some tools, tube, spare parts in case I need to fix my bike. This is my New York forget about it chain lock, so definitely need that. And then throw in spike ball. If you guys ever play spike ball, it's pretty fun. You can play on the beach, which we're probably gonna do. So I think I'm not gonna touch most of this stuff till the end of the trip, so I'm gonna leave it in here. What's another cool spot about the Tesla is you got the front, but you also got this little bottom compartment. I'm not gonna use stuff in here that soon as well, so I'm gonna hide that in there. Gonna put this there as well. And that flows fine. I still have an empty trunk. I still got the side compartments. And here's pretty much all of my stuff. Got my actual clothes, some biking stuff. This is more biking stuff, water for the ride, knee pads. Car's charged up to 90%. I have some more stuff to do, but I've never charged to 100 in a while, so to kind of reset the BMS, let's just charge it up to 100, and then whatever we're done with when we leave, we'll just take what we got. Alright, so I'm packed up. According to the navigation, it says right now I'm at 95%. It's still charging just because why not? It says we're going to stop at Harris Ranch for 25 minutes to charge, and then to John Ranch, which is basically right before the Grapevine, for another 20 minutes, and we're going to get to Montebello Country Club in 20%. According to the Better Route Planner, it's very similar, but it doesn't want me to stop at Tejon Ranch, but I want to stop there just because it's right before the huge mountain. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, we're just going to let the navigation do its thing. I was just curious to compare the two together. Let's call it MTB Road Trip. Alright. And then here's my lifetime since I've owned the car. I bought the car in June. I now have almost 12,000 miles, so less than a year and 12,000 miles, kind of a lot. Most of it's about mountain biking trips. Average is 296 for the whole entire life of the car. That's going to be ruined now because of this long road trip. This is the longest road trip I've done. I've done road trips to like Yosemite and Tahoe, but I think this is a lot longer. So I suspect that when we come back from the trip, this is going to be over 300. But we'll see. Here's that annoying little sensors for my bike that's being blocked. 328, that's not too bad for carrying a bike. That's usually about what I get. Without a bike, I'm using a really low 300s. If you look at our energy consumption, we are predicting to arrive a lot lower than what the car originally suggested. But yeah, we'll see. It's fluctuating a lot. But one thing to kind of note here is like if you see this little dip right here in the energy screen, that means you're gonna use a lot of energy in a short period of time, which generally means there's a huge mountain incline. As you can see, it kind of pops back up. That means you're going on a downhill. So we have a few little downhills here, a little uptick, a little bit here, a little bit here. You'll see dramatic ones like this one's a little bit more dramatic. But on a long road trip, this is super handy to kind of really get to know what your road's going to be like. We'll see what Grapevine looks like. You should see a huge spike and a huge incline back for regen. Increasing my speed a little bit, so the efficiency's definitely gone a little worse. 373 is pretty high, but yeah. So we were originally expected to get there with about 22%, I believe. So we've dropped about half of that, so 12%. But yeah, I think we're still making pretty good way. All right, we've arrived. 369 efficiency, 12%. Let's get it charged. Almost full speed, not quite, which kind of sucks. It's a pretty full station right now, so it's about 15 stalls here. I believe they just applied to expand this charger to like near 100 stalls. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be on the other side. Just popped into Harris Ranch to use the restroom. I've actually never been here before. I drive by it all the time when we do road trips between NorCal and SoCal. But it's kind of cool inside. There's like a little bakery, and you can buy candy, dessert. You can actually buy raw meat here and just take it home if you want. Obviously they have a restaurant here as well, but it's kind of cool. It's perfect stop actually for charging. All right, the car says we are good to go. It's 76% right now. It costs $16.69 to fill up. Luckily, I have about 600 miles left of free supercharging that expires soon actually. So we'll be pretty much be free. So yeah, if you guys are planning to buy a Tesla or anything, use my link below. We get both 1,000 free supercharger miles. Because I have a bike in the back, I do use more efficiency. So I think I'm gonna get there with 18%. I'll probably charge up to 20%, just so I have a little bit more buffer to get to Tejon Ranch, because I think my bike uses a lot of efficiency and I'm driving a little bit faster. So we will wait for 2% more and then we will head out. Man, this exit had a lot of cars with bikes on the back. I saw 3 or 4 cars. One of them was an RV that had like 4 bikes, and another truck. Most of the other ones were truck and SUVs with a bunch of mountain bikes. I don't know which direction they're going, NorCal or SoCal, but yeah, kind of cool to see other mountain bike road trippers. There's another car with a bike on the back. This kind of sucks. Never been to a charger where you need to wait. There's 2 people already waiting. I am the 3rd car. We're at Tejon Ranch, one of the biggest stops before you go up the Grapevine. If you've never been here before, there's a bunch of food you can eat at. Right next to the charger is Firehouse Sub and Chipotle. And then right across the street on this side is Denny's. But yeah, you can walk down. There's like Wendy's, there's Subway, there's McDonald's. There's a bunch of stuff here to kill some time. Yeah, it turns out that the wait wasn't too bad. I think I waited like 5 minutes. The only thing was charging is a little slow. It's at 72 kilowatts right now versus the 150 we could be getting. Yeah, I think Tesla should expand this station. Like, it's completely booked. It's full. They even have a security guard here to kind of crowd control right over here. And if you actually see, it goes onto the street. Yeah, definitely people waiting. When I got here, luckily there's only 1 or 2 other cars waiting. Now there's like 5. So yeah, I think we should be here for 15 minutes and then we'll head down. All right, we're at 64%. I think we can make it to the destination I entered in. Even though I'm not going there, I'm gonna make a few stops first. But I think it's time to get out of here. We're charging really slow and it's not worth it. 854 or 866. Bike's doing pretty well, by the way. One up rack is holding up. Classic LA. Traffic in the middle of the day on the weekend. The Bay Area doesn't really have this problem yet on the weekend. It's starting to come back, but not like this. Alright, we made it with 29% with a pretty good efficiency. 285, that's including climbing up the Grapevine and coming down. There's a lot of traffic, so that dropped a lot. We're now in Japantown and gonna get some food. Alright, I've got into my hotel, and this hotel has a Tesla charger. They actually have a bunch of chargers. There's like regular chargers, and then there's a bunch of Tesla ones. Alright, looks like we're fine plugged in. We're getting 7 kilowatts, which is not too bad for a free charger at the hotel. Oh look, it's actually going up 10. Yeah, this is technically a destination charger, so it should be getting 10 kilowatts, so that's good to see. 48 amps. That's really cool. Look at these old school cars. Good morning. We are day 2. Just started packing up some stuff. Gonna go pick up some free breakfast from the hotel. And I have a short meeting for work this morning that I have to do. So gonna do that, and then we should be off to Skypark. So this is what they give you for the breakfast here. This is the grab and go one that they all include: a bagel, cream cheese, yogurt. You get a choice of a sandwich, either a biscuit sandwich or a croissant sandwich. I went with the biscuit. Seems pretty basic: sausage, egg, and cheese. And then you get a drink: hot coffee, tea, OJ, milk. I went with OJ. Yeah, gonna do this meeting and then eat this and then start heading out. I charged up to 90% today, so that should take me all the way to Skypark and to Palm Desert, where I'm staying tonight. So far we're about 37 miles in, and we're making really good progress. Lots of traffic, so it's really helping out the range. I think we're about to get destroyed when we start climbing the mountain. As you can see here, huge drop. This means we're climbing some serious elevation here. But the idea is that you're going to gain that back, at least some of it, when you come back down the mountain. The map says we're 19 miles away, and I believe Lake Arrowhead's around 5,000 plus elevation. We're about 1,000 right now. So we're 19 miles away and we're gonna climb 4,000 plus elevation in a short time span. This is gonna be some steep climbing. I'm used to driving to Tahoe, where we just kind of slowly and gradually climb. So I don't know, this is gonna be some interesting stuff. I see the mountain ahead, but it's so hazy today that I can't really see it. We are driving up to Lake Arrowhead now. It's so weird. It doesn't feel like I'm driving up a snow mountain. I'm so used to Tahoe, where it's like super lush, wide open space. This feels like I'm driving to like Half Moon Bay or Pacifica or something. We're making some serious elevation climbs. Letting the car do its thing. Let's check the status. Yeah, we're still projecting to do a lot better than originally expected. That's probably because of the traffic. But yeah, we're at a little pull off here. Like I said, it was some serious elevation climb. Some of the spots are like very vertical, at least 25 to 30% grade. Good thing, the electric car, the best thing about electric cars, how powerful it is climbing. There's literally no struggles. All right, we made it to Lake Arrowhead. It's about 10:50 now. They open at 11. I actually see good amount of people here. Like I thought it was gonna be completely empty, but there's there's a good amount of people here. So that's gonna be cool. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Ah yeah! Woohoo! Step up! I love this place. There's so much things to do here. It is a little steep for a day pass. It's 59 bucks, but they have everything: rock climbing, mountain biking, arrow throwing. They have bow and arrow. Did I say arrow throwing? I meant axe throwing. They have everything. It's super awesome. Lots of stuff for kids too. And I think when you come in the wintertime, it's Christmas themed, so a bunch of Christmas stuff. Granted, they call it Santa's Village, so you can see here the candy cane. Looks like we're about to get some massive incline of power. We're gonna lose a bunch here, so there must be uphill, downhill, or downhill, uphill. It says we're gonna get there at 25%, so we'll see how it goes. Look at this box in the middle of the road. But yeah, it looks like our trip is gonna take an hour and a half. Well, that's weird. I'm going completely straight. The car thinks that I'm turning left continuously. And I have this message that says, data visualization temporarily degraded. Feature may be restored on the next drive. Look at this mountain. There's snow at the top. We're in the desert. It's not supposed to snow. Look at this wind farm right here. It's pretty cool. Lots of windmills. Renewable energy. Just as predicted, we arrive at 25%. Pretty good estimate, Tesla. Now let's try to figure out how this charging thing works. Oh, that looks messy. Good morning. So what I've been doing every night is charging the car to 80%. And then in the morning, before I head out, while I'm just getting up, I'll bump it up to 90. That way it doesn't sit at 90 for too long. And within an hour, 15 minutes, the hotel has free breakfast and stuff, so I'll probably leave within an hour or so. So this hotel has no hot food. This is their grab and go breakfast: a lemon sliced bread, a Jimmy John's English muffin. I guess you can microwave this in your room. Yogurt, an orange, and OJ. It's not too bad. We'll see how this thing tastes. Pretty good. It is super windy today. It's really windy. Apparently the news said there's going to be up to 40-mile-per-hour winds between today and tomorrow. This is going to seriously affect my range on this car. Right now we're doing 353. We're expected to go to 58 when we get to Joshua Tree. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, we're going to Joshua Tree. We in J Tree. There's a line. Forgot to film my lunch. I had a sandwich. I did an Instagram post, so maybe I'll insert that video here. Car's been doing great so far. It is very dirty because it's been super windy out here. Obviously a bunch of bugs. If you guys don't have one of these, you should definitely get one if you travel a lot or if you're in a lot of public spaces. You open doors, push elevator buttons, close the door. I love it. I love it. My cousin gave it to me. I think you can find them on Amazon though. But yeah, super, super useful. We are at Cap Rock. They call this because of that rock right there. It's just like barely hanging on. I found the best angle of Cap Rock. Look at that thing. It's literally just balancing on the top of that rock. It's crazy. Autopilot is coming in clutch here. You literally set your speed. Obviously you pay attention, but you feel a lot safer to be able to, like, you know, look around, look at the scenery and whatnot. Whoa. Yeah, I ain't trying to go in there. Look how steep it is. There's my other camera being recorded right now. Skull Rock. Alright, we're going to Split Rock, and the entrance requires me to drive on this off-road path. Freaking hope it's worth it. This is Split Rock. It's called Split Rock because there's a nice clean split. Alright, I think this concludes my trip here at Joshua Tree. I think this is the last little stop I have. Overall, I like Joshua Tree. You definitely need a car to get around. It's so deep in the forest, and what it is basically there's a whole loop around the whole park where you drive and you go and you stop at each stop and you check it out. Each stop typically have some sort of hiking. It's super windy again now that we're back in the Palm Springs Coachella Valley. It's crazy windy. It's crazy good how autopilot's handling this wind. I tried driving manually earlier and it was like so hard to control. It's like blowing my car right now with the wind, but autopilot's taking it pretty well. Like, it's kind of crazy. So when I was coming back through Joshua Tree, I was gonna go visit downtown Palm Springs to check it out. But due to the wind, I had to end up driving through a sandstorm. It was a pretty bad experience. As you can see in this video, it's sand being blasted on my car left and right. I couldn't see the road whatsoever. These little particles here are sand. And it's, yeah, you couldn't see anything, and it just sounds really bad while you're in the car. This is the aftermath photo that I took. You can't really tell, but all these little specks are pretty much chips in my window. The window is pretty much chipped all around, every single window, front, sides. The roof and the rear are okay, but everything else is all chipped like this. I have to put the bike in my car because it's so windy. I'm concerned that it's not going to be able to stay on this one-up rack. So it's fully loaded in the car. I'm gonna attempt to ride Greer Ranch. Whoa! Forgot to start the video, but I'm eating this salad after an amazing ride at Greer Ranch. Been eating like crap, so I think we're gonna eat worse in LeChon's bachelor party starting tomorrow, so gotta eat some greens. Fish Taco Wednesday. Thanks for the recommendation, Ben. Alright, just smashed those fish tacos. They were... Now there's a mission. I'm staying at my cousin's place, but he's in NorCal. And he needed to break into his apartment somehow. It's a building complex that has a garage and several doors. I don't know how I'm gonna get in without literally any keys or anything. So, wish me luck. My car is parked on a higher floor than the apartment because of charging. So the fastest way to get down is actually just ride my bike. Phew. This is the fee to stay in Ben's hotel. I can do that. Good morning. It is what, day 4 of this trip now? I am driving to Aliso for my last ride before I meet up everyone for the bachelor party. I don't think I ever went over last night, but I ended up getting into my cousin's apartment, no problems. I had charging there as well, so we're charged up to 90%. Aliso is on the way from Anaheim, and then we are heading down to San Diego. There is no charger at the Airbnb we're staying at, but we have a rental, so I'll be leaving my car for a few days to take a break, and it'll just charge on the wall outlet. But yeah, we're heading out to Aliso. Just got finished riding, and now I'm having lunch before I meet up the boys. Oh yeah, look at this view. It's beautiful. It's pretty empty up here, but very nice gym.
Boy, go.
All right, 3, 2, 1, cheers, cheers, cheers.
I think I haven't vlogged in a while. I'm not really good at this vlogging thing. So yeah, I don't even know if the video is gonna turn out to be anything, but I'm here just chilling on the beach. It's like 9 a.m. I've been chilling here for like an hour now, I think. Couldn't really sleep anymore. Everyone else is still sleeping. So yeah, I'm checking out these surfers. It's pretty rad how skillful these surfers are. Like, you gotta use a lot of momentum and balance and really know what you're doing. I started recording when the waves are not that interesting, but yeah, I've been just chilling here. Oh, there you go. That wasn't that cool. There's been way cooler ones. Alright, we're on our way back home. We gotta stop by LA now. We're coming from Imperial Beach, though. We're like very, very far south. Says we're gonna get to my destination with 24%, which is pretty good. The Airbnb I was staying at Imperial Beach did not have a charger, but I just charged it on 110 over the course of like 3 days, and I got up to 83%. So that should get me all the way to LA, and then like get me back onto the 5 and start my road trip home. Loaded the bike into the back of the car this time. I want to test to see how the efficiency is going back home without the bike on the outside for aerodynamics. We'll see. I don't actually think it's that bad with the bike outside now that I've driven 1,000 miles, but this will be the true test. I think when we're coming down, we're averaging like 360-ish, 370 watt hour per mile. So we'll pay attention to that and see what we get. All right, we're pulling into the first supercharger on the way home. I did some errands around the LA area, so it wasn't a direct cut, but we're basically on the way home now. We're pulling into Santa Clarita, which is 250 kilowatts. And yeah, we're pulling at a pretty low state of charge, so we should be able to get the full 250 right away. All right, instead of doing what the GPS wants me to do, it's They want me to charge 30 minutes here and like 40 minutes here at Harris Ranch in a smaller charger. And also, when I came here, that charger was pretty busy, so I wasn't getting good speeds. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna charge enough to get to Kettleman. Kettleman's a 250, and then once I get there, I'll charge enough to go to this Patterson one. It's an 8 stall, small, but it's 250. And then basically I just need a top off to get to from Patterson to Dublin. So we'll see how that goes. We're gonna have to stop an extra stop compared to normally. We're gonna take 2 stops in there on the I-5, but I think they'll be a lot faster because we're not charging as long and we're gonna be able to charge to 250 speeds. So we will experiment and see what happens. The Tesla's map wants us to take the one stop in Harris Ranch and here, and it says we're gonna get there at 6:51. So we're gonna try my method, 2 stops at a 250 charger, and see if we'll get home faster. 251's the time. We'll see. So this is the Santa Clarita supercharger. They have, what is it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 250 chargers, and the rest are 150. But it is a pretty big charging network. It's basically an outdoor mall here, a bunch of restaurants, stores you can check out. There's definitely some food and stuff too. So we're gonna just walk around, get our leg stretches. All right, looks like I literally just walked down the strip mall to find a place to use the restroom. There's actually a massage place here, so if you're here long enough, you can get a massage. But by the time I used the restroom, came back, it looks like I am already good to go. I'm charged to 72%. Looks like I'll get there with 12%. I will probably charge just a little bit more, maybe to 13, 14%, and then I'm gonna head out. This is the Kettleman supercharger. It's one of the first biggest superchargers on I-5. And it's actually one of the only ones that has a lounge. I think all the new ones they've built do not have a lounge anymore. And this is actually not the biggest anymore. It used to be, but not anymore. What's pretty cool about this stop is there's a cleaning station, air tire pressure checker. You can wash your windshields. It's pretty awesome. All right, charging's done. We're at 72%. It's gonna get us there at 13%, which should be enough. And it costed us $15.84. A little bit cheaper than what it would cost it at Santa Clarita, because this one's a fixed rate pretty much all day. All right, we made it here to the Patterson supercharger with 8% remaining. And it says here we're gonna charge for 10 minutes. Also, we are getting really good speeds. 215, 216, that's what we should be getting for a V3. Stop here has a Denny's, there's a Jack in the Box, there's a Carl's Jr., there's a KFC, there's a Starbucks literally in walking distance, and then this is the hotel. And then the stalls is very small. There's literally 8 of them here. And then there's 4 people here right now. And they're all V3 charging, so 250 kilowatts. So we'll be here for 10 minutes and then we will be done with our road trip. I literally went to Best Western to pee, and then I came out and it said I can get to my house with 14% remaining. So we're gonna go. All right, it's actually the next day. I made it home and I just kind of got super tired, so I didn't really film anything, but let's review some stats. So the overall trip was 1,512 miles with an average of 306 watt-hour per mile, which is really good compared to what I was expecting. Considering I was carrying a bike and everything, even when I left San Diego with the bike in the car, it was hovering around 306. So that's pretty good range. I was expecting way worse. My entire lifetime was 296 when we left, so it only went up by 1, which I'm very happy with. I think when we first left, I was predicting it's going to be over 300, but it didn't. So yeah, I'm overall pretty impressed. So to conclude, I don't know if putting the bike in the car was that much more efficient, just because on the drive back, it was a lot of stop and go and there was traffic, but there was times where I was speeding. So the averages coming back was inconclusive compared to going down. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's not going to be that big of a difference overall putting the bike inside or outside. Hope you enjoyed the video. I know this is a little bit different than typical mountain bike videos. This is more like a road trip Tesla oriented video. But subscribe, like it, hit that bell, and purchase the car down below. See ya.